Hello. And hello, Ishi. Thank you for redeeming first. I hope you're doing well. And you're just in time for the, whatever the fuck this is. You're kind of part of the reason this became a thing. But we're gonna be talking about, do a little smash or pass on the Dark Souls bosses. You know, maybe talk about them a wee bit. Talk about Dark Souls in general, my experiences. And yes, I am milking the shit out of this. Have to. There's no way we can end it all. Yeah. Well, jump right in, I suppose. Some nice, lo-fi beats. Hopefully they're not too loud. Gotta have those little beats. It's gonna be odd when I upload the VOD. Don't know how long we're gonna take with this. But as you can see, we got a... I think it's every boss from Dark Souls trilogy. I think there might be a couple missing, but... Shall we begin? And unfortunately, we start with the Iron Golem, which, honestly, I wasn't very impressed with. It's just a big bullet sponge, and if you're lucky, you can knock him off the bridge. Yeah, there's not much to say there. He's just big, he's mean. Probably no skill, but you know, been surprised before, so we'll pop that as a maybe. And now, I should have explained too. You know, you've got the typical smash and pass, but also friend, because you know sometimes you just gotta have that. You gotta have a good friend in your life, and some of these bosses could be. Okay, but yes, we have the Gwyn himself. Honestly, easy smash, great boss fight. He created the world that of Dark Souls essentially. Wow, in game. Also, you know, imagine if we put the energy into bed. Be a good fiery night. So, definitely a smash, as far as I'm concerned. It's obvious I've never done anything like this before, and I don't really know how to talk about things. But we do it anyway. Great Grey Wolf Sith. See, when I was kind of putting my thoughts together on the series, the only thing I thought of was Sith Good Boy. And that's, you know, friend. Great wee boss fight. Man's best friend. And honestly, being able to fight with, I think it was Manus with him. Honestly, it was a good time. Many little adventures. Also, like, I kind of like the little detail. If you did the DLC first before you fought him, he kind of recognized you. That was, honestly quite sweet. Gravelord Nito. Hmm. Honestly, he's just a big old thing of bones and dust. And you really want that? Also got all these other skeletons with him, which don't help. Maybe a maybe? Maybe a pass. Really not too sure. I've got that bullshit that like stabs from across the map. Hmm. Go for some coffee while you do this? No problem, Ishi. We'll still be here. I'm thinking closer to a pass. So I don't know how long, this probably won't take long. And then maybe we'll just play some fruit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we'll go with pass on Brave Lord Nito. Honestly, like, and if I'm being honest on most of the Dark Souls 1 bosses, they're kind of mid. Like, given the game's prowess or like its reputation are honestly kind of boring. Or like not what I expected. Okay, who do we got next? The Gaping Dragon. I mean, the name says it all. Smash. But yeah, it's a fun wee boss fight. Nice wee dragon. Honestly, easier than I thought it would be. And you know. Oh, actually, no, he's got all them teeth too, doesn't he? Depends on the mood, I suppose. Really want to go for all them teeth? Put it under maybe. Just because of the amount of teeth that are there. Yeah, I think maybe. Maybe's good. Four Kings? Ugh. Honestly, they were kind of disappointing. I mean, there's four of them. Maybe, you know. Maybe they might like a good time, but. Found them honestly kind of a mediocre boss for like getting closer to that end game. It was like one of the last there's four. That opens up many possibilities. Do they all have like separate personalities? I mean, the design's kind of cool. It's a tough one. Because I kind of forgot about the Four Kings in general. Not very memorable. But, you know, I reckon they could be bros. You know? Sit back, have a few pints, watch the game. You know, maybe friend? Maybe with the potential to become a smash? I'll put as friend, because I reckon that'd be pretty decent friends. Okay, who we got next? Demon Fire Sage. Now, that's basically just the Silent Demon and the Stray Demon. Just a copy and paste, but, you know, big thighs save lives, you know. Smash. Dark Sun Gwendolyn. Now, I don't think we actually fought this boss. Alright, that's a Lemonade coming back. Apologies. I don't know much about him. I do know that I think this was the one that was fed to. Oh, geez, what's his name? The big slime ball thing we fought. One of the Lords of Cinder. The stupid bow and arrow thing. We can say maybe. We don't know much about him. Saying, but I am doing a New Game Plus run. It must be a time. So I do kind of want to look for this boss and fight them. And hopefully I can get it. Also, Crossbreed Priscilla is another one we didn't fight, but I do believe he is in the Painted World, which we didn't do. So we'll leave that as a maybe for now. And again, when I do get to the Painted World, I might stream that. one of those little areas we just didn't do. There's still a lot. Like, I know I tried to do everything I could, but there's still so much we just missed out on. Like, so many side quests, it's insane. What we got? Chaos Witch Quelaag. 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 Still not sure how to pronounce that, but her sword's awesome. Unfortunately, spider. Not a fan of spiders. But wasn't so bad. I think more just the art style's a bit more grotesque, a bit more cartoony-ish than a normal spider. Unlike the Dark Souls 2 ones, which were a little too spidery if you ask me. But I'm gonna have to put that as a pass, for very obvious reasons of not a fan of spiders. And the Taurus demon, eh? Pretty big boy. I did like the boss fight. Could be cheesed a bit, but then again, I think that's what the game was trying to teach you. I'd definitely say a good smash there. He's big, he's mean. You know, looks like he'd be up for a good time. Centipede demon. Much of a pain in the ass that boss fight was. It's a tough one. It's got a lot of energy, I'll give him that, but then again, centipedes. I'm not a big bug person. But you know, I reckon if we sat back, had a few drinks, it'd be a good bloke. I reckon. I reckon we could be friends with the centipede demon. Because it was a fun wee boss fight. I mean, it was kind of bullshit. It wasn't very good, but it was alright. It's not the worst in the game. We're coming up to the worst ceaseless discharge. Enough said. Ceaseless discharge was definitely a boss that I could very quickly see myself getting stuck on. Also, its name doesn't sound too good, does it? Discharge. It doesn't sound very friendly, does it? Oh, I did like the wee thing where you could like base it down and knock it off. That was pretty neat. Also, shout out to Mags for calling that one out. The Capra Demon. Yeah. We got a demon. At those two dogs. It was kind of annoying. Took us a few tries. It's kind of the opposite of the fire sage. Less ass if you catch my drift. It's a bit of a tough one. Because I did like the fight. You can kind of, but then again, you know, those two dogs kind of just got in the way. And you know, that definitely causes an emotional thing. You know, demons are kind of kinky, right? They down for all sorts of stuff. I'm happy with it in the Smash. And you do meet a few more down the track. Calamite. Calamite. That is from the DLC, isn't it? I mean, inherently it's Dragon. It's going to Smash regardless. What's a fun boss fight? Just your kind of a generic dragon fight. High damage, high HP. All around just running to kick your ass. Yeah. Who doesn't love a good dragon? Believe me, I've seen videos on the internet. Bell Gargoyle. Really not too sure on this one. I'm not a fan of gargoyles. I don't like that gothic aesthetic. You know, both of them are kind of predictable. And it wasn't a very hard fight, honestly. Tricky if you get caught off guard, but it didn't really stump me all that much. You know, like the Four Kings, you two of them, and the Centipede Demon, you know, reckon we could get along. Then maybe I'll pop in friend. Bit of chaos. Enough said. Shit boss. Don't feel anything for it. Yay. Asylum Demon. Well, I mean, as I said before, basically just the Fire Sage Demon. Nothing really changed there, just a reskin. But, you know, got a nice booty on it. Got some thick thighs. I'd be down for that. Definitely a bit of a booty man myself. Okay. Do I have any more Dark Souls 1? Here we go. Stray Demon. I mean, pretty much everything I've said for the Asylum Demon and the Fire Sage. They're all the same boss. One of them just has an explosion thing. And you know, we've always had nothing good. We've always had good things to say about the Stray Demon boss archetype. You know, pretty nice booty. Vendrick. Now we're getting into some of the Dark Souls 2 bosses. There ain't much to say about them, honestly. Because they're all kind of meh. I believe it was Khan who said they work thematically, but they just don't work mechanically. And I kind of have to agree with that. Kind of the same as all the Dark Souls 2 bosses. They just kind of... Really just a big bullet sponge. Not really a lot of skill needed for them. Vendrick, you know, story-wise, it's almost like he didn't want to fight you. Because I know he didn't want to be king. I think he didn't even become king. He only became king by default. He didn't actually... I don't think he actually linked the flame? I can't quite remember. It's been a bit. But, you know, we can hang. He gave me my souls back. What is that? The Royal Aegis? Don't know if we fought that one. I can't remember. See, I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, see, that's the problem with the Dark Souls 2 bosses. None of them were that memorable. They were kind of just there. Oh, it was the first boss in the Undead Crypt. I mean, it's Dark Souls 2. I'm gonna have to say pass. It was not very good. Same with the Twin Dragon Riders. I mean, they weren't even really bullet sponge, like damage sponges. They were just kind of there. Hmm. You could just kind of strafe right, call it a day. Put it under a maybe. This is a tough one. Because working together, they weren't too bad, but fighting one alone? Honestly, too easy. We've got Throne Watcher and Throne Defender. They were the last couple of bosses before. Because they were before the final boss, weren't they? What's the final boss? Nesha something? Oh no, here it is. Neshanandra. I probably butchered that. See, they have to kind of go under a maybe. Because, I mean, they could have been good if they had, like, a few extra moves or worked a bit better together. But like, the end game, they were kind of meh. No real skill. You're seeing a theme with the Dark Souls bosses. Most of them are just meh. Like, a big part of this is how I feel about the bosses, too. You know, there's always got to have that emotional connection, not just the physical. But the Rotten. Now, this gave me the Butcher's Knife, which is, frankly, my biblically accurate weapon. And honestly, it was a good time. It's a nice wee boss fight. I think it was really, you know, in that perfect point. Didn't move too fast, but he hit like a ton of bricks and, you know, could easily catch you off guard. Now, if you put a peg on your nose, I am sure you'd be a good lay. But it's mainly because he gave me the cool sword, which is technically in-game considered an axe, which is weird. If I didn't lose my pet save file for Dark Souls 2, I'd be power stancing that shit. I think it's what it's called, power stancing. Means I'd be dual wielding those damn axes. Last Giant. Yeah, I think that's like the first boss we fought. It's a good wee intro boss, but it honestly wasn't that impressive. And also, I don't get what's going on with the giants' faces. They give a good suck with that hole, but... Really not too sure on this one. I might just pass. Simply because it's kind of dull. Generic giant fight. The Dear Duke's Dear Freya. That's a fucking spider. Dark Souls 2 bosses, and this thing was like the spiders from Dark Souls 2, which is too spidery for me. But they deserve the flamethrower. They deserve a nuke from orbit. I mean, it was a cool boss mechanically, honestly, but spider has to be a pass. nuke it from orbit. Actually, I wonder, can I make a new thing and a new row? Hit row below. Nuke from that. There we go. I said, not a bad boss, but spider. And it's too spidery in my opinion. Is it fair? Yes. Because spiders. I think I could run for hours about how I hate spiders. Not a fan. Also, Smelter Demon next, eh? I know I've had a fair few conversations around snow with this boss, but honestly it was an easy ass boss, it was just hard to get to. So you're already resource deprived by the time you got there. Like a second phase where it went on fire, and you know, kind of punish you for getting a bit too close. That was kind of neat. I mean, part of me wants to go smash. You know. Then again, might be a bit too hot. But the fire, it could be good for those, smash, yeah. Yeah, smash. I think that's the way to go. Hands down, easily. Yeah. And two, like, you know, you could do like in that anime where they go check out all the lady folk. I think it was like salamander girls they went to see. You could do that with Smelter Demon, just cook a nice bit of steak. You could literally have dinner and a show. Okay. Skeleton Lords. Wasn't very impressive boss, honestly. You just had those three dudes that showed up, summoned a ton of skeletons. Honestly, it was quite boring. Easy, as long as you didn't get caught out. I'll put that under a pass. I just don't feel, yeah. I don't think there'd be any fun from that. Okay, who we got next? Sir Alone. Loney. Lone. Call him Sir Alone. I don't think we actually fought this dude, but if I remember correctly, he's like almost like a samurai dude, was he? Hmm. Too sure on this. I do like samurai. You know, it could be a good time. Okay, Sin the Slumbering Dragon. I never actually fought him. I think he's one of the DLC bosses. That's the issue with Dark Souls 2. I had no interest in doing the DLC for it. And I should. I really should. That can be a project for another time. Dragon. I mean, inherently, Dragon. And Dragon boss fights tend to be pretty good. Would smash. Yeah, I think he was a DLC boss. So we have to pop him in the maybe, unfortunately. Scorpion Nest Nika. God, I remember this one now. It was like the one that really baited you in, and honestly, the arachnids of Dark Souls 2 were too arachnid, they're too spider-like. I have to say, I think this just has to be another one that gets nuked from orbit. Just not a fan of the spiders. It was very creepy and did put the anxiety up. Have to admit. Not a fan of spiders. Total arachnophobe. Okay, Ruined Sentinels. Oh, this is another boss I spent ages on too, wasn't it? I mean, I think there was 3 of them? And there's a very, like, specific way you had to deal with them effectively. That's also another tricky one. They were quite frustrating to deal with. And again, could be a good time. I'm really not too sure on this one. I mean, they got that nice slender frame like a model. Could be a 10 out of 10 for all I know under that armor. But then again, put them under a maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I think a maybe is a good one. I'm very indecisive on that one. Okay, Seek the Scaleless. Now here's one of the second lot. I didn't think much of him, to be honest. He just bounces around, throwing out curses, hides behind a rock that you have to break that makes him immortal. See, I'm very conflicted here because I want to pass. He just seems like such a dull creature. And also, he's like got a shit ton of rather gruesome experiments under his belt. And I know he ties into Havel's storyline somehow, but I haven't gone through that as much as I would like. Maybe in my New Game Plus playthrough I'll find out more. Honestly, it really is just a dull fight. I'm not interested. Oh, sorry, Seath, but you're a pass. Royal Rat Vanguard. Is that the one with like all the rats? Or was that big rat that I didn't actually fight? Hmm. I'm not a big fan of rats. I like pet rats, but wild rats are another thing. Come with a lot of diseases. Yeah, I think Vanguard was the rather large assortment of rats, wasn't it? We'll put under a pass. Here's a pretty general theme with the Dark Souls 2 bosses. They're all kind of mid. Yeah, they can stand pass. Rat Authority, I don't think I fought this one. I know it was there. What's up, hello, Truth? How you doing?
Hold on while I go pick up the Slimmin. Let's get the right view here. Look at that. Did you catch?
I really need to sort out the scene a bit more. Hello, Kuth. How you doing? Welcome in. Do you have any opinions on the Royal Rat Authority from Dark Souls 2? It's a boss we didn't fight. Also, did I see you streaming Dinkum? I think I'm just going to have to go the same with Royal Rat Vanguard. Because it was kind of meh. Like, we didn't fight it, but rats, diseases, we can't have that. I was a bit today? Hell yeah. Another meteor, only two of my first two. What the hell, man? I haven't seen one yet. Why are you so lucky? Can you share? Can you bring me one? I'll play Dinkum with you. Streamer luck, of course it is. Of course it is. Streamers get all the cool shit. Man, I wish I was a streamer. Get all the cool stuff. Get all the meteors I can sell for like a million dinks or whatever it is. Just maybe one day. Maybe one day my time will come. And to be fair, I'm still very early game. I don't have a lot of time to play Dinkum. It is a nice alternative to like Animal Crossing, a bit more freeform. A bit more open. Here we go, we got the Pursuer. What do I think of the Pursuer? Honestly, I did really like the boss fight. And you know, he's pretty persistent. That's gotta count for something, right? I like it. I had to break today. My brain is broken. I realize I fudged up my whole build. What happened? You still building that castle, or? Like, how fudged is it? Is it like a small fix or start from scratch? Because I know you've done a lot of work so far on it. Thinking about this damn Pursuer. I like to think he has a nice heart of gold. You know, he's persistent. I say we give him a chance. Give me a good old smash. This could potentially go into a maybe if he gets weird. The doors are off center by 2 blocks. And the wedge on the corners are not matched at all. It's by 1 is 6 by 1 and 3. Oh. Oh. The math is a little off. It's probably a good thing we're not engineers, is it? Like, I failed math. Badly. Like, so badly in high school. I ended up dropping it. I dropped it. And then when I went to go continue my studies, I had to do like a remedial math thing. It was very embarrassing. I was in there with all the high schoolers. Like this 25, 26-year-old. I don't usually make things look pretty. I just, go for efficiency. This thing is hard. Yeah, pretty is hard. Although I do, whenever I play Minecraft, I do spend a lot of time trying to make like cool houses and stuff, because I don't know. I know Minecraft quite well. I know what I can use to make things look pretty. And maybe I should do a Minecraft playthrough at some point. See if I can beat the game with like some of those insane mods. What was it? RLCraft that makes it super hard? Maybe I could. Wonder if I get a Minecraft skin made of me too. I think Luna does. I might have to talk to Luna because I think she does Minecraft skins. Did I see Starfield released a mod kit? I downloaded. Yes, I did. I didn't know they released. I know they were releasing one. I didn't know they released one now. Maybe that's a good opportunity to pick up Starfield again. Because I went out to the game shop and I got a Demon Souls for like $30. So I'm quite chuffed with that. Available on Steam? Yeah, but I'm not really into spending. How much is it now? How much? Yeah, it's still like $130 for Starfield for me. Oh, dev kit is free. Oh yeah, no, dev kit will be free, but I was thinking of playing the game. Because like, if the mods get better, I'm all for it. And with the release of this mod kit, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have so many cool mods. Yeah, I definitely would like to give it another try, considering some of the updates they've released as well. Quelling Magus and Congregation. How was that one? Google, help me. 130 for a game. Yeah, it's. I think it roughly goes to about $70, 70, $80 US. So it's probably on par with what you guys are paying anyway. It's just honestly, the money don't go too far. 130 for a game is getting a bit much. But if I can see it cheap, you know I'm gonna get it. Magus. I'm just having a wee peek trying to remember what the Prowling Magus and Congregation boss was. Unfortunately, as I said before, most of the Dark Souls 2 bosses aren't very memorable. I mean, Congregation. Oh, now I remember, isn't that we church place? If you ever plan to stream Dinkin, let me know though, I'd be happy to pop in as a guest. Yeah, no, definitely. I would like to have, like, bring back the Stardew streams or the Dinkum streams. Something nice and chill. Congregate these nuts, well that makes it a pass. You have no idea what happened, but when you open your mod 2 program some nights ago, the bug fixes section had been deleted. Oh. Maybe you pressed the wrong button, or shut it down incorrectly, maybe? I'm sorry, Ishi. I'm sorry for your loss. Can we have a moment of silence? Okay. Moment of silence had. Probably, I don't know, but no use crying over spilled milk. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it probably happens from time to time. I've had mods completely wiped for no reason. It happens. Just gotta deal with it, and you should not be silent. No, Kuth. You'll be silent and you'll like it. We've been through this. We've talked about this. This isn't a democracy here. You think keep a backup folder through all your mods? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. You gotta save all the good ones. I've had a lot of mods backed up on my external hard drive. Let's take a crap though. What can they say? Yeah. Yeah, it happens. And if you're using something like, it's even worse when using something like Nexus, because they just explode. And then it doesn't work. And you try and install the mods again. And Nexus shits itself. It's great. Mod Organizer 2 is better than Nexus, hands down. I have to say it. Although Nexus is good in... It's definitely good with like Stardew mods. They have a lot simpler things to do and don't need to worry too much about mod order. Shit, you're Nexus. Oh my... Kuth. You better be the one to clean it up. Iron King. I mean, it's just a big demon. Shoots fire. It could be good. It could be a good boss fight. You know? We do love our demons here, so I'd say it's a good smash. Not much to really say about it, except fire. Spicy. And you know, at least you're nice and warm. Cold night. You know how you load your mods and sometimes balk your game? That is very true. Ash 5. Careful, you might make a dink and boon. Hey. For something like the old Iron King, I'm willing to risk it. But the old Dragon Slayer, on the other hand, that is just a rip-off of Ornstein. Yeah, actually, no, Nuke It from Orbit. It's just a rip-off. I got that one right. See, I'm just gonna quickly take a peek. It's just I keep saying this. They're just not that fucking memorable. Yes, it is one that's basically just it's basically just it's a rip-off of Ornstein. Nuke from Orbit, get rid of that shit. You can slay my dragon after the stream. Oh. mean, I do like a good dragon. Dragon D's nuts. Got myself. You know, one of these days, I'm gonna do a good D's nuts joke. I'm gonna catch everyone off guard. And you're gonna be all like, whoa! And I'm gonna be like, yeah, boy. Let me just snooze that. Okay, who the hell is this? The final boss whose name I cannot pronounce to save myself. She was the Queen to Vendrick. Gonna be honest, if she was a Queen form, it'd be a smash. This form, no. Just gonna be honest. I just think it was a very generic giant enemy to fight. No real skill involved. Yeah, it just wasn't interesting. Kind of like most of the Dark Souls bosses. Dark Souls 2 bosses. Like Stroganoff. Yeah. Stroganoff these nuts. Beat you to it, Kuth. I know what you're up to. I'm getting too good at this. Painful. Painful Queen. Yeah, let's just pull this down a bit. This is one of the DLC bosses, because we didn't do that. Oh no, she's like the... She was that weird, Gorgon sort of enemy, wasn't she? About Goblin. You can go up with these nuts, Kuth. You just... They're too obvious. Problem is, she turns you to stone. That's not a good thing. Actually, I don't think it was stone. I don't think she had petrification. I think it was just poison. No, I'm gonna be honest. Since Monster Monsume, I look at them snake girls differently. Don't judge me. I said don't judge me, Kuth. I think spider girls are hot, really? Because I think nuke them from orbit. Goblins can be thick. They can. Honestly, that's been like a... kind of a new thing for me, the short stacks. I had an awakening once. But, Ishi, you'll be pleased to know that, the Silent Demon, Stray Demon, and Demon Fire Sage have all been put in Smash. I know we had, many conversations about them. And them thick thighs. It's all about a nice ass. Also, who the hell is this? Ludden Zelen, the King's Pets. Truly? You are like a person of culture, and I appreciate that immensely. Now, I need to figure out who the hell Ludden's Ludden Zalenar. I can't remember any of the Dark Souls 2 bosses. I hate it. But it makes sense. Is Patches on that list? Doesn't look like it. No. No, he is not. And he would be getting nuked from Orbit because he kicked me off that ledge that one time. And that other time. And the other time. And that one time in Elden Ring. I don't like Patches. Okay, it looks like... So I don't really know what this boss is. So we'll pop up... Well... From what I can see, it's one of the king's pets. It's like a wee dog cat thing, so I'm happy to put that as friend. The Elden Ring bears was awful. See, in my Elden Ring playthrough with Vinny, which I need to talk to him and see if he wants to come play again, I'm doing Spellcaster, so I just horseback ride around them and shoot stuff at them. It's easy. Takes a bit, but it's easy. So I don't really have to worry too much about that. Couch's easy mode? Well, it depends. Because unfortunately I'm also very squishy. So Beardy's nuts. Thank you, Guth. Let's move on to the Lost Sinner, shall we? Lost Sinner is a hard one, because I actually quite like the boss. Especially with the two like things where you set on fire either side to light up. That was pretty neat. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe 2. Yeah, maybe he's pretty good. The boss weapon was quite good too. I did play around with it for a wee bit. Okay, now we got the Sanctuary Guardian. I'm just gonna keep snoozing the ads. So I don't think we've... Yeah. We're about halfway through. Sanctuary Guardian. See, it's a chimera, and I do like chimeras. They're always really cool and interesting creatures. And you know, I'm not a Mr. Hands. So I think friend. I reckon some good head pats. Give him some food. You'll be friends. Be great. Hydras, the more heads, the more fun. Yeah. Honestly, I agree with that logic. Looking Glass Knight. Oh fuck, what was that one? Oh, that's the one that yeah, that's the one that can spawn other players in, can't it? Other than that, he's kind of just a generic knight in armor. Maybe, I think he used electric damage too while he was at it. I'm going to say maybe. I'm very indecisive on this one. Guardian Dragon. Oh, that's that one we fought after the, I think it was after Guardian Slayer? The Guardian Slayer, fuck. Dragon Slayer. I don't know if I did that one on stream, though. I should have, because it was, yeah. But I mean, it's a dragon. Dragons are cool. Smash. Don't judge me. Giant Lord. Oh, that's when we went into that dream thing, wasn't it? Closer to the end of the game. That's a tricky one. Other than that, it was kind of just a similar fight to the last giant. Not very interesting, just dull and bleak. I think we'll say pass. Fume Knight. Fuck, which one was that? Did we fight it? That is the real question. I don't think we fought this boss. We did. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I might just say pass, because I mean... Yeah, most of these bosses were just kind of meh. Okay, next we have Pixel Sentry. I think this was the one we fought in No Man's Wharf, I believe. Hmm. Yeah, because one side's got a like uses on like more heavy attacks, but the other side's really quick. And that could be very useful. Like, it was a pretty easy boss, but he also had a bit of a time limit with the water rising. So he's probably into some of that asphyxiation shit too. Wouldn't wonder, maybe we'll consider it. You know, if we've had a few drinks and a little off our face. Executioner's Chariot. Now, this boss was really easy to cheese. You could just stand in a corner with a bow and arrow. I'd say it was super easy. Reminds me of that one boss from one of the Zelda games. You could just stand in the corner and maybe that's what inspired it. But it is a pass from me. Lena Squalid. Squalid King? Squalid Queen? Not even sure what that is. Might have been one of the DLC bosses. Bit of a tough one. I don't know much about this boss. I'm under a maybe. Or maybe. You know, I'm open to some new things. Okay. Dragon Rider. Dragon Rider can ride me. Any day. Honestly, it was a very boring boss. Just strafe right, hit. But same with a lot of those Dark Souls bosses. Demon of Song. I think these were DLC bosses, for the most part. Also, Pinwheel, Nuke from Orbit. Nothing wrong with Pinwheel, but as late as a game as you get to fighting Pinwheel, like from like a new person's perspective, honestly, it's kind of a disgrace. I've just seen Pinwheel there. We had to kind of jump ahead a bit. Demon of Song. Which one was that? Give me a sec. Oh, it's the frog thing. Yeah. I think we're going to put a pass on that one. Just maybe a maybe. Oh, see that's maybe between a maybe and a pass. Because it did look very phallic in its frog form. Leave it at maybe. It was an interesting boss fight and all. Yeah, we'll leave it at a maybe. Under the pretense that you have to be like high as a kite or just flat drunk. Also, Dark Lurker. Yeah, I do actually think that was a DLC boss. Yeah, let's have we nosy. I do like his design though. Okay, based on the design alone, it kind of gives me like that angel dude from Diablo with like the hood. No, I think a good smash there. Probably a pain in the ass for boss, but would be worth it. Covetous Demon, Covetous Demon. Yeah, Covetous Demon. I think that's the one. The keyboard though, board. I knew it, KS. I mean, the keyboard is damn nice. Ooh, yeah, for those who don't know, KS sent me a wee video of his new keyboard. It's got all, like, these fancy switches in it that are just, oh, sounds so good. I want one. Also RGB. I wonder if Amazon Vine? Yeah, so what is Amazon Vine? I think you've told me before, but I've kind of forgotten. Also, we do have ads coming up very soon. Pink switches, yeah. They were damn good. They sounded amazing. No, I'll put a pass on the Covetous Demon. We do have ads popping up, so I might take a quick wee break. And we'll get back into it. As if you request stuff to do reviews, and then at the time when you Do textures pay the tax? Oh, okay. I may look into it. So basically, it's just a way to encourage people to do reviews on products. Yes. I'm going to take a quick wee break. And, so yeah, stretch your legs, all that good stuff. And we'll, oh, some invite only? Damn. But yeah, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Ready. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well. Had a good wee break. And, let's get back on with this, dumpster fire here. But yeah, we have, I never actually fought these bosses, but I know of them. Because I watched a friend fight them once. Way back. And, yeah, they look like a pain in the ass because there's 3 of them. But, you know, maybe they're down for a little group action. Also, can I like... I can? Okay, that works a bit better there. So, you know, a little bit of group action. Always down for a little bit of that. Burnt Ivory King. I don't know much about that boss. The pink cherry switches are MHM? Because MHM, I never heard about that. They sound good. We're doing some research on these switches, because I do want to have a nice keyboard one day. They have a few different types. So request that fight stick. Does that mean we're going to be playing some Dead or Alive 3 soon? Because I'd be down. Dead or Alive 3, Dead or Alive 6. Do I actually have that installed? Oh, I don't. Damn. Do I have Soul Calibur? No. I don't have any fighting games, so I need to reinstall some. Although I think they have M. Bison coming back for Street Fighter 6, so maybe I'll be willing to give it a go again if I can connect to like online matches easier. Because last time I played, I just gave up because it got worse. I like a good 20-minute wait between matches, and it was like the same 2 or 3 people. Kind of why I stopped playing Street Fighter. Which is a shame because I really enjoyed it. It's not often I enjoy a fighting game. It's Burnt Ivory King. Oh, we'll put it on parts. We'll put it on a, yeah, we'll do a maybe. Yeah, maybe. Free gargoyles? I don't even remember. Oh. No, I don't remember them. You know, they could be a good friend we could have. And the ancient dragon. Now I do remember this dude. And we can fight him. the arcade stick, and I have that pad. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, maybe I should do some fighting games on stream. Get some people involved. What do you say, KS? Want to do some Dead or Alive 6? Also got Soul Calibur. Yes. Do need to get back to Ancient Dragon. I'd say friend, honestly. It's like, it's okay. He was okay. Oh, we got along. Didn't need to kill each other. Even though you can fight him. But he is also quite a hard boss too, from what I've been told. We didn't do that on that playthrough. Maybe in the next playthrough I do. And the Scholar of the First Sin themselves. Nuke from Orbit, shit boss. Kind of a really anticlimactic way to finish the game. That's one thing I really was disappointed with Dark Souls 2 with. The bosses were just meh. Especially the final bosses. They just weren't good. It was nice they had that big lead up and you fought like 3 bosses in a row. I like that. I like boss rushes. They're good like tests of skill and endurance. But I just felt like none of the bosses in Dark Souls 2 had a moment where it's like, okay, this is what you've learned. Now put it to use. It was just kind of like a beat stick. Sent through any pictures of the buttons. Ooh. Take a quick wee peek. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let me know if it's any good, because I was looking to get in one myself. Ava the King's Pet. Now this is the other one. Friend. Friends are good. I like friends. Okay, how many more? Okay, we'll finish all the Dark Souls 1 bosses here, shall we? Then we'll talk about Dark Souls 3 bosses. So, Ornstein and Smough, we've talked about them a wee bit. You know, Ornstein, he's definitely likes a bit of the ass to face action. You know, you're going to be a bit of a freak. And you know, Ornstein, he definitely watches. I reckon he'd join in too, so smash. Are they hot? The keys are hot swap, so I can replace the red with blue or the blue. Oh, you didn't say I could do blue LEDs. I mean, if you got a link to it, I'll definitely have a look. I just spent my money on a new PSP because old one is kind of broken. Moonlight Butterfly. Let's whack that up. Say pass it. I wasn't a big fan of it. Kind of meh. To be fair, I had no ranged weapons to deal with it either, so I kind of had to wait. And I don't like waiting. Now we have Mana's Father of the Abyss. Definitely smash. He's big. Like most of these big bosses, he's big, he's mean, he's got a really cool moveset. And also, we could fight with Sif, who is a good boy, bestest boy. Okay, first 60% from Vapors, full RGB keyboard, second blue switch keyboard from $13 on Temu, damn. Then a new black one from Vine. I blame Vapors on more keyboards now. Have you ever thought about doing those like fancy custom keyboards? Like where you just build them from scratch? I I get the impression you'd be down for that. It's like it'd be like Legos for grown-ups. You can kind of just make your own keyboard, make it yours. Have all the hentai switches you want. Like the hentai key. I would. Don't judge me. The money, sure, yeah. That's the only downside to some of these hobbies. They're very expensive. If I had the money, I would be building computers like just every other day, because I love doing it. And I'd probably just be like, hey, on a PC, here you go. That's kind of what I've done with a lot of my old parts. Just been like, slam it into a case for someone and be like, hey, you want a computer? Done. I don't need it. Okay. So, oh no, we have Knight Arturius. See, this was like the first time, it's probably the only boss in Dark Souls that really gave me the like, it stood up to its, like, it's definitely a smash. But this boss easily was kind of what I expected from Dark Souls 1 in terms of the bosses. Like, that difficulty spike was just insane, and it was a fun boss, honestly. Although I did give up and just go full poise on him, but, you know, I did think it was a great boss. Like, if I stuck to my guns and tried to keep what I was doing, I would not have beaten him. So he's going under Smash, not because I would fuck him, because he fucked me. Big time. So DM sent, hell yeah. I'll check that out later. Looks like it overrides the OBS thing here. That's okay. You're gonna smash and you're gonna like it. Because he ain't giving you... No, he doesn't. It comes out of nowhere too. And it's basically just after the, where was it? The Sanctuary Guardian? And he just... Like, it was a good damn boss, honestly. It kind of pushes your skill to the limit. This is coming from a new player experience as well. He kind of pushes your skills to the limit, but also to a degree the game's. Like, the game's rules. So he's just so much faster than any other boss.
So, I dropped my monster condom that I used for my Magnum Dom.
Yes, and I do suspect he has a Magnum Dong. Yeah, great boss fight, would smash, well, got smashed. But yeah, all around a good time. Frankly, I would recommend that boss fight on that alone. Shut up, Kuth. Leave me alone. When's your playthrough of Dark Souls, might I add?
Got him!
Why do I come here? Why do I do this to myself? I'm more of a ho-ho or a ding-dong fan? What does that even mean? It's food. The hell is a ho-ho and a ding-dong? Shut up, Case, I'm ignoring that. Is this some weird lingo I don't understand? You guys scare me. Say nothing. I don't see nothing. It's literally a snack. Okay. Oh shit, they actually are. They're like a little cake thing. Oh, snowball. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. I know about the snowballs. Snowball these nuts. Yeah, got two before you. Yeah, no, I know about these. We kind of have something similar, but they're like a little cake thing. But they are very similar to what we have. I can't remember what they're called. Yes, I do know exactly what these are, and they are tasty as all shit. Yes. After that wonderful sideline, we now actually have the Dark Souls 3 bosses. Those are ding dongs. Yes, I'm not paying attention to that. I have no dignified answer for that. I would say maybe the ho-hos. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the one. Well, I mean, they're kind of just the same thing in a different shape, really. That's the problem. Like all those little cake snack things you get, they're kind of all the same. The icing's the same, the little cream-filled centers, all that, they're all kind of the same. See, and I know where you're going with that, Guth. Let's move on to the Dark Souls 3 bosses, shall we? Because Dark Souls 3 bosses were honestly what I wanted out of the bosses from Dark Souls. Most of them were a challenge. Well, kinda. But they moved fast, they were more agile, they worked with the game mechanics really well. So, yeah. We're gonna start with Fort, the Boreal Valley. Fort. Comic and OG Xbox stream? Yes. You should just stream. Just do it. Yeah, we're gonna put him under a smash. I'm innocent. Every corner shop has ho-hos and ding-dongs. Are you sure, Guth? I absolutely agree with you, because most corner shops do. God, now I feel like some of those. Maybe I'll go buy some after stream. It'd be a good time. See, can I just make this a bit bigger? Half-Light Spear of the Church. Now, this boss I was recommended to do offline. Because technically speaking, you get to go join a thing. You join like a covenant, which allows you to be summoned for this boss fight. So going on what the boss I fought?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky. Little Einstein.
Yes. We went on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. I would say smash. No? Because I did quite enjoy it. It was a cool wee boss fight. You had a couple extra wee helpers turn up. Sick. I am really trying to find a way I'm comfortable you reading this. Ignoring the RGB man in the corner there. You're going to talk about the Soul of Cinder. Wait, no, sorry, we're talking about the Half-Light Spear of the Church. Basically, the reason I was advised to do it, there's a very high chance you get some, like, You get someone who's just like completely going with the PvP meta and you're gonna get wrecked and you're not passing that boss. Doing it offline, you get like a pre-made dude with a katana that I want. But you only get it from Dark Eater Medea, who sadly I did not beat in that current playthrough, but apparently no one does on their first one, or very few do. But Solar Cinder, again, like similar to Gwyn, Smash, I thought it was a good boss fight. It was a bit easier than I thought, coming into being the final boss. But, you know, it's really good. You know, the first phase was like, it's almost like you're fighting every version of every Dark Souls 1 character, or every person that's kindled the flame. And I thought that was a nice wee twist on it. But yeah, we would smash. I think what really brings it around though too, is that in the second phase, you get the pling pling plons in the music, and it was just Gwyn. It's just Gwyn. And I think it really made for a good finale there. Okay, Slave Knight Gale, which I did beat. I just beat it off stream. He was a good boss. I did quite like it. Once you got used to him, he wasn't too bad to beat. But for the sake of he eats your soul, I'm going to say pass. Yeah, I do actually have the footage. I will be jumping into the video editor soon. And we will definitely be seeing that on YouTube. Like the YouTube and subscribe. Haha. Or don't. I don't care either way. But that's where I'll be putting the Slave Knight Gale fight. Just gotta edit in a few things. Like a big sorry message at the start. And that I'm an idiot. Sister Fried. Honestly, depends. Sister Fried herself, smash. But if her father's involved, that just gets weird. So we'll put it under maybe. Is he on here? No, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, honestly, great boss fight. A lot of fun. Sister Fried really aggressive in that first stage, right? That first and last stage, very aggressive. But in that second stage, he kind of backs off a bit. It just makes it a bit hard to, you know, focus on the easier target. So yeah, I think the boss worked well. And, you know, in terms of smashing, definitely a maybe. Not too fond of the big dude in the chair, because he did get stuck. I have standards. But yeah. Pontiff Sullivan. This guy. Same as Knight Arcturus, to be honest. He fucked me, and I had no choice in that. Honestly, it was a good wee boss for like sort of that midpoint. He just... It was kind of... He really was that boss that went, hey, this is what you've learned. Go for it. Second phase was kind of neat. Had a nice wee neat trick to it, where you have to kind of dodge his oh, what is it? It's like a wee phantom. That was pretty neat. Did less damage though, but it was cool. It was a very cool boss. Oh, Demon King. Did I fight the old Demon King? I can't remember. Well, I might have done that one off stream, but honestly, it's kind of in the same vein as a Stray Demon. Smash. Asterios the Consumed King. Honestly, dude just needed a friend. That's all he needed. You know, he had this kid that he like obsessing over. It's honestly a really sad backstory. Yeah, he needs a friend, and I'm happy to be there for him. The Nameless King. Ah, again, similar to Artorias and Pontiff. He fucked me. I had no choice in that. Actually, now to think about it, I think Slave Nightingale, that's a bit too rough. I think maybe, but just because he eats your soul. So I'm not too big on that. But yeah, Nameless King. Definitely in the smash. Also, it was a cool boss fight. I really enjoyed it. Took me a while to finish it, but it was good. I did very much enjoy it. Lothric Younger Prince. That one was teleporting around. And there was definitely some ancestral vibes there. Not a fan of that personally. I mean, it was a fun boss fight. But you know what? See, it's really hard because there's also that thing of like good boss fight. I will put it into the maybe. Good fight overall, really. With some slight incestuous tones there. Index Gunda. Now, this boss I have a history with. I originally brought Dark Souls 3 in like 2015, 2016. And gonna be honest, I couldn't beat him. I just wasn't that good. But, no, I think we could have a good reunion there. We could be friends. Yeah, honestly, this boss put me out of playing the entire Dark Souls series at one point. But yeah, I think we could be good friends. My Lord Volnir. Oh shit, which one was that? Well, I need you. Did I fight this boss? I can't remember. Oh, it's a skeleton thing. Nuka from Orbit. Who spotted Greatwood? Nuke from Orbit. I think there was that big tree thing with the balls and the eggs you had to break. Not a fan. Champions, geez, how do I pronounce this? I'm gonna fuck this up. Revendier and Wolf. No, I like dogs. I'm a dog person, and I reckon we'll be friends. And it was a pretty neat boss fight too. I did like that the wolf came in to lend a hand. But it really did count on actually beating him quickly. Otherwise you were kinda screwed. That wolf just jumped around, man. Hard to hit too. Dragon Slayer armor. See, we've fought a lot of Dragon Slayer armors in the past. This one was kinda cool. We need a cool weapon. Which I kinda want. I'm really not too sure on this. No, did I lose everything? Oh, thank God. Fucking mouse has got like these stupid buttons on it. Oh, it can stay there. You can stay there. It was a fun wee boss fight. And we did get his armor later on. So if I lost everything, I would have just quit. I would have rage quit this stream. Demon Prince. Shit, what was that one? I can't actually remember. Did we fight Demon Prince? Oh, it was a DLC boss. That's right. Because it had those two demons that were kind of shit. Honestly? It was just a frustrating boss fight, and that kind of overrides anything I could say about it. It wasn't hard, but it was just kind of disappointing. Same with Deacons of the Deep. Once you figured out how that boss worked, and there's a lot of them, and they got in the way a lot. So I have to say pass. Now, Dark Eater Medea, never actually beat him, but I did encounter him. And, honestly, just a typical dragon fight. You know, high health, high damage, basically one-shot you. Had a Godzilla beam. So, you know, gonna pop him into Smash there. Because he fucked me. A handful of times. Okay. Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Not too sure about this one. This was a fun wee boss fight, don't get me wrong. There was definitely a lot of rolling around. Very athletic. You know what? We'll do a smash. Also, can I change the color of that one to like... much better. I may actually change the colors of these. But... Crystal Sage. I mean, it was a neat wee boss to begin with, but... honestly, his gimmick was too obvious. Because I think it shot purple where the clones shot blue. Or was the other way around? I can't quite remember. It was a wee while ago. But, you know, we'll put under a maybe. It can be quite freaky at times, but yeah, definitely a maybe. Okay. Champion Gundar. Now see, unlike Index Gundar, this thing kicked my ass. And you know what? It was a fantastic boss fight. Had a few things that caught you off guard. And, you know, like that wee back kick. Lots of fun. Took a few tries. Also, it was a cool wee secret area. So, we can say smash. See what Index Gundar is a friend. We're secretly getting on with his brother. That's using an organ. Ancient Wyvern. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the one that you dive off the thing and do a plunging attack on its head and insta-kill it. And also, it's a really good wee puzzle boss. So, you know, and given dragon status, or wyvern, with that alone, smash. Aldrich Devourer of Gods. I don't have much to say about this one. I mean, it was a fun boss. But, you know, it basically is just a giant pile of sludge, really. The only reason it had that form was because it had eaten Dark Sun Gwendolyn. In fact, I think it was Pontiff who threw Dark Sun Gwendolyn to Aldrich. But, you know, so I might put that as a pass. Yeah, we'll pass on that. And finally, we have the Abyss Watchers. I think this is the longest I'd spent on a boss. We had a whole stream dedicated to this one. And honestly, mechanically, it was a really good boss fight. It's a good skill check. So yeah, I'll say Abyss Watchers is definitely a smash, because it smashed me a few times. You know, and I like the back and forth we could have had. You know. But yeah. That there is kind of what we're doing. Can I like just bring this out a bit? There we go, look at that. But yeah. I think I'm pretty happy with that. I think of honestly, this is just an excuse to talk about the Dark Souls bosses. The Smash or Pass thing kinda went off. But yeah. Honestly, I overall enjoyed my experience with Dark Souls. I'm definitely playing it again. And watch this space, because I do have Demon Souls now, and I am looking for a copy of Bloodborne. And we also have Sekiro we can play. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to the future of playing some of them FromSoft games. Oh, we're also playing Elden Ring. You know, that's with Vinny. So I don't think it really counts too much. Yeah. I do feel quite good. This is my first time doing a pure just chat and stream where I'm kind of freeloading it a bit. But yeah, I would like to do more of this sort of stuff. Would like to do more of the reading streams too, because they were quite good. Let's turn that off. There we go. Yeah. Not really too sure what to say after all this, because yes. I think we'll end it there for today. I do have something coming up, which is a little bit of a little guilty pleasure of mine. Something I've wanted to play for a while as well. If you remember those old DVD things with the bosses, it was quite good. That's something we're going to be doing. Yeah. Thank you everyone for coming along and putting up with this, whatever this is. So we bit out of place. But the question is, who can we raid? See, we could raid Khan again, but we raid him all the time. We do have Cass Cassin. Yeah, let's raid Cass. I don't see Cass streaming too often. He's been busy with work. Yeah, got a few things planned for this week. We've got I've got Star Trek Borg, which is like when, so that's what I was talking about. We might, not too sure when I'm gonna do that. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Maybe we'll do it Wednesday. I'm not too sure. Or maybe I'll just take tomorrow off and maybe hang in the Discord. Not too sure. But yeah. And we've got the Gilgamesh reading, which I will probably do maybe at the end of my holiday. That's how we'll finish it. We'll read Gilgamesh. That might take a couple of streams, because it is a bit of a story. Yes, thank you all for coming along. Much appreciated. And we're going to go say hi to Cass. See what he's up to. I think he's playing Modern Warfare. I think he's playing like Call of Duty or something. Call of Duty Zombies. But, without further ado, thank you everyone for coming along again. And, we'll see you next time.